I think that self-control is a major part of assertiveness, because when we think of assertiveness, it's on a continuum, right? You have passiveness, you have assertiveness, and then you have aggressiveness. Teach this to a child: you have water, you have a solid object, you have fire. And I ask children, what do fires do? What happens if you touch a fire? You get burned, you get hurt. That's right. I thought, water. What happens if I take, and I sometimes do a physical example, what happens if I take this water and I pour it in this container, and then this container, and then this, what happens to it? Well, it's changing shape. Oh, interesting. And I say, can you take this block? Can you change its shape? No. So when we think of that, passive is passing your power to someone else. It's all about the relationships. It's all about what everyone else wants. You don't have a voice. That's passiveness. We don't want our children to not have a voice, especially when they start going through high school and there's major peer influence. We want our children to be able to stand up for themselves and what they believe, the values and the morals that have been instilled in them. We want them to stand solid with those. Passive is not where we want to be. Mind you, passive, we can sometimes avoid situations passively, not get involved, okay? Sometimes for safety, that's a good thing. Let's jump over here to fire, to aggression. What is that about? That's about a person caring only about them, only about their needs. They don't care about the relationship, they care about what they're going to get from the relationship. In fact, I'm going to do and say what I can to get what I need or what I want. That harms relationships. That's not where we want to be. Mind you, being aggressive can sometimes save our lives. Right? If someone's going to try and harm my family, that's when that aggressive fire comes out. Let's talk about solid for a second. This is someone who cares about relationships, but also cares about their needs. And that's crucial. How many people do we know, even ourselves, that are truly solid, that are truly assertive? Many of us believe, yeah, I'm assertive, but then put in a certain context, they become passive, maybe with a parent, even as a parent themselves, or they become aggressive, right? Sports, right? Think of sports. Maybe a parent who's going to hockey, for example, or even Taekwondo. I see parents who get upset and scream and yell at referees. That's aggression. This is where we want to be. We sometimes need to be here. We sometimes need to be here. But as a person, I want my students to be solid.